Okay, let's get started. It took me a while to jump on and talk about this message because the energy's been so heavy. You know, there's a lot of good shit coming for the people. Personally, from the ancestors, from the universe. And, you know, usually when things like this happen, especially big planetary shifts and eclipse, they try to make sure they throw out some bullshit to make sure we're out of character, so we're not prepared for these blessings that's coming through. Look at that, the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. It's like when we're out of character, we're not open to surrounding ourselves with protective energy. It's like we are trying to take matters into our own hands. And it's really not for us, especially when it comes to things within the judicial system, you know. But I took some notes because the last time we had a lunar eclipse that long was in 1441. And the main part that stuck out was number 14 being the temperance card, and then 41 it being in reverse. But also I'm seeing that as whatever energies we're in at the moment, the external will be reflecting that back to us, meaning the universe, right? And when temperance is in upright, it speaks of being in balance, being calm through the chaos, mastering the art of letting go, of letting things not get to us. And it helps us achieve progress in all aspects when we adapt and work in harmony with our community. And our calmness in all matters gives the people the comfort and puts them at ease. And that card also represents Sagittarius. So I feel like however we are in this now moment will reflect come Sagittarius season. And I'm seeing 2 Emperor cards. I'm seeing 2 Magicians as well. And I also saw the number 11, which is the Justice card. We just had that 1111 portal and it's still open. It's going to be open all the way until December 12th. And this eclipse energy will also linger till December 9th. And I also got the Wheel of Fortune from this. And it was interesting because when I separated the 14 and the 41, it's 5-5 on each end, and that's big changes. Big changes. And it's the Hierophant. Examining your own personal beliefs. It's the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. So there's this bridge, but we're having to make sure we're coming together with we're reaching out, you know, to trusted advisors, asking for advice. But I'm seeing the trusted advisors as Mama Earth, spirits, ancestors, angels, rulers of the underworld, you know, Kali, Hades, them, Hele. Yeah, not just all light. It needs to be a merge of all things. And So the Wheel of Fortune is also changes and fate. So it's like I feel, us taking matters into our own hands kind of fucks with fate and destiny. It's like maybe this was destined to be, so the ancestors can step in. But when we step in and feel like we have to take matters into our own hands, things get fucked up. And while I'm going through all of this downloads, I got distracted and I remembered seeing a bike on the side of my house, and I thought it was someone else's, but it was actually my son's old one, and it had the words, oh, Sagittarius is fire energy. So when I looked at his bike, Crossfire came to mind, and I was like, oh shit. And then cross examination. I wish I wrote down the definition by the book because it was so interesting. It's like going back into the evidence, yeah? There's gonna have something that comes up where they're gonna have to go back into the evidence, they're gonna have to reopen the case. So it doesn't fucking matter. So release that, okay? And know that things are gonna play out because they're trying to distract the people right now because they feel the system collapsing. That's why they created this whole state of emergency bullshit, because nobody was getting their flu shots and things anymore. They were losing money. Be brave and honest. He has his eyes closed. He's trusting that his bravery and honesty to the divines will get things done. And I'm actually seeing like the court system here. So it's like, faith without works is dead, of course. So make sure you're tapping into the ancestors and you're also putting in the works. But I feel like making sure we're calm when we're addressing situations, so no one gets hurt in the process, yeah? Like, it's okay to protest. Well, we call it protect. It's okay to do that. But we don't want things getting out of control to the point that our people get hurt. So one thing we did here in Hawaii on our Mauna to protect further desecration and them building a huge ass telescope up there, we just remained in ceremony the entire time. We sang, we danced, we loved, and we were calm. And we allowed those energies to shift our perception, and not only ours, but those around us. Because when we remain calm, they can feel it more than they can feel the anger and aggression. But I did get the vibes like the gloves are off. But I feel it's time that we put the gloves back on and step into our magician energy and our emperor energy, the masculine energy, using logic to manifest justice, peace, truth, balance, protective energy. Like right now, even if you're just at home, it's really important to know that even just envisioning protective energy around the people, envisioning balance and the truths being revealed, it brings just that. It really does. I probably mentioned this story before, but I want to mention it again because it's visualize. Visualize. So while we're on the Mauna, I think this was the second day I stayed there. We woke up to the conch shells being sounded. We actually barely even slept. I think I slept for like 1 hour because we were on high alert. making sure they weren't gonna come in and try and cross the fucking line. But our elders told us to remain calm, told us to stand back, and told us that they would go to jail and we'd stay there and protect the Mauna. And that was hard for the people to see their elders get arrested, get taken away. There's so much more that needs to be said throughout that because it was a very heavy experience, but so they got arrested and they were loaded up into these huge white vans, handcuffed, zip tied. A lot of them had to be carried out because they refused to leave their land. And I sat there and I envisioned them coming back. I was like, this just can't be. They just can't take our elders like that, our kupuna like that. It just can't be. Like, I just had my eyes closed and I spoke it out to the ancestors and I cried. We all cried. But they brought them back. I don't know if it was a part of the plan. I don't know what happened in the in-betweens. That's not for me to examine. But I just know that through envisioning, it can create a shift. And I know that it wasn't just me, it was all of us. It was the shouts, the cries, the anger, frustration, sadness, envisioning. It was that sacred collaborations. It was that energetic link up. The energetic link up. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. That's 45. 45 has been so heavy lately. And it's like, I think last week or so, I spoke about 4D. A lot of us are shifting into the 4D energies. And now it's like we're all shifting into 5D. Because we've been feeling the vibes of just really needing to surround ourselves with protective energy. Yeah, it's like when you're in another dimension, everything that's false, everything that's built on faulty foundations, everything that's a part of the matrix just doesn't make sense. Like, even to collaborate with those types of energies doesn't make sense. And look at that, the distractions. That's what I was just saying. It's like we're being tested, we're being distracted, and of course we want to speak out to the injustice. But when you're trying to solve a problem, you will often be tested by distractions. Look at that, 56. So it's like shifting out of the fifth dimension to the sixth dimension. I'm even feeling the vibes of the sixth sense, really tapping in to the spiritual energies. You know, like if you would go to the judicial system and make a complaint, or if you're going to be out there protesting and protecting, do the same when you're calling out to the ancestors. You know, let them know how you feel so they can come in and help in all situations. But I feel this is the main situation that has to be cleared up right now. I was getting heavy 13th Amendment vibes. You know, if anybody was watching that documentary or reading up on the amendments. But the vibes, recharge, recycle, growth, and dream. So a lot of us was, in that retrograde motion, slowing down, learning from the past, growing, evolving, connecting to our intuition. Wow. Wow. So I saw the Four of Pentacles trying to come out, but the Goddess of Wands came out because a lot of you have shifted your perception. No longer trying to control situations, right? What was that I wrote? Mastering the art of not letting things get to you. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, possessive, controlling, and it's like you're just really focused on controlling your growth. Focus on the things that you do have control over, and that is surrounding yourself with protective energy. You have control over the space that you're at, over the people that you collaborate with. You have control over whether or not you're taking time to recharge and grow and dream. Goddess of Wands and Son of Wands. So I feel through that shift in perception as well, it brings someone back around. It brings someone back around, someone who sees you as someone who makes them feel complete. But I'm also seeing someone coming in, that collaboration energy, to fulfill this prophecy, to complete this cycle. They see you as their reflection. Someone really creative, someone who, look at that, I'm seeing this as a womb, that rebirth energy. They see you as brand new. Oh wow. And over here I'm seeing it's like maybe this person didn't see you before. Maybe you didn't see the person before. Oh, that could have been what it was too. Because I feel like they were trying to muster up the courage to be brave and honest here. I know it's going everywhere, but there is collaboration energy. And we can't do this alone. Even if it's linking our energies up. Yeah. Letting go of control. Wow, that's what I spoke of too the other day. Someone was holding tight to a seed. And someone was holding so tight to a seed, even if it's controlling whatever situation you're in. It's like not allowing things to be rooted. And look at that rooted chakra energy, that root chakra energy, allowing the seed to really take root. And it bloomed. And the masculine sees her blooming. Because she moved away from difficulty. And even if they didn't physically move away from difficulty, they feel it in her energy. seeing the sky is red. I'm seeing it's the same. It's the same. What was I seeing? Rooted in her visions. Yeah, they feel that ease. That's what I was just speaking about on that book. Let me see. Yes, the calmness. The calmness in all matters gives them comfort and puts them at ease. I'm seeing like she's, through the moving away from difficulty, now she's like, where am I going to plant these seeds now? Where do I plant these seeds? In new soil, right? Obviously, she's moving away from difficulty. Oh gosh. And when the seeds are planted, it has to be planted without control of what grows. I mean, without control of what grows. Chaos. Yeah. Makes them feel at ease, even with all the chaos around. Wow, I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. I feel like, a flood of emotions. I feel like this feminine could be having like a flood of emotions, even if it's, sadness. But I feel like the sadness allows the seed to grow, allows new things to come in. It's like when the river gets cleared up after heavy, heavy rains. I don't like how quiet I have to be. I hope y'all can hear me. The Lovers, new, something new. New energies, new emotions. So it's like, okay, she could have met someone new. And it's like new experiences, right? Yeah, I see her like deciding between two. Deciding between two. Yeah, competition. Competition. New relationships. But it's like whatever one of the options wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wasn't emotionally fulfilling. And it was built upon possibly both of them leaving a rocky situation. Both of them experienced a lot of heartbreak, a lot of regret, sadness. So it wasn't stable because The relationship was built upon the Five of Cups. This energy right here. It lacked the Two of Cups. It lacked emotional fulfillment. But someone was trying to control the situation. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that came up because I saw the energy. Look at that Temperance at the bottom, and I was speaking of Temperance. But I was thinking about the contracts. It's like somebody's contract with the other person ended. And they stayed longer than they should. It's like having house guests and they overstay their welcome. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I thought they said they were fucking leaving a week ago. Why the fuck are they still here? That's the vibe I'm getting, okay? Because sometimes people are just meant to come around just for the time being, to allow you to be hopeful, not for you to cling to the situation. Yeah, maybe somebody wasn't opening up because it just wasn't emotionally fulfilling. But I'm also, for others of you, I'm also seeing that they're regretting. Nah. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. Nah, yeah. She wasn't opening up because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, because the contract ended. I'm seeing, there's more contracts to be fulfilled. I'm getting like musician vibes for some reason. I know it's not, but it's just gonna pertain to this story. It's like when you first start in the industry, I don't fucking know about it, but I'm just saying what the fuck I feel. It's like you have this basic ass contract, you have to get to the venue yourself. You have to purchase your own clothes, there's no wardrobe, there's no fucking makeup team, you doing all the things yourself. And then you move on to a different agency, and theirs comes with a plane ticket and a hotel room and all that. And that contract ends, that year's over. Like, do you want to stay in that same ass basic ass first contract where you gotta buy all your own shit? Or do you want to try out for new agencies that may provide a fucking house, provide the car, provide the transportation, you got your own tour fucking bus. That's how I'm seeing this vibe as. Or fucking as school, you pass, what is it? I don't know about college, but you get through a level. Do you want to remain in that level, or you want to get fucking higher and higher? I need a booth, okay? And that's the vibe too. It's like, I'm not trying to control this situation and remain stuck here. I'm so open to whatever the fuck comes. And this situation, there's levels to it. They have to start from square one to get to the top. They have to buy their own shit. They have to go through different agencies, different contracts. This could be said way better, but I'm trying to keep it down. And I can't wait. We can't wait. Because it's gonna get real fun and real energetic. But I just feel like I have to be so like quiet. It's gonna get real fun and real energetic. The fuck? Look at that energetic link up though. And that's the vibes too, right? It's like we touch up on shaky information, but it rises you higher. Shaky relationships, but just being okay with it. Two of Cups. That's what she was in search for, the Two of Cups. Romance, that wine and dine. Let me Let me fucking read it. Some bullshit. I'm saying it's some bullshit because somebody's selling themselves short. They want a bogus ass contract. But the contract's already ended, you know? Why are you trying to sign on the dotted line again? Rather than looking for new agencies. Free agent? I just heard free agent. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but okay. That's something for someone, okay? The two people have a deep connection based on shared values, compassion, and understanding. You're both focused on the success, not only yourself, but the other person as well. The mutual respect you have for each other is a ground for the growth of unconditional love. This card may appear when you're entering into a new prosperous partnership. Truly give your all to the situation. There's a real win here for all involved. Okay, let's end it. This is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate. If you want to book a personal reading, go ahead and check out the information in the description box. Wow, I feel stalling energy. Someone's stalling. It could be someone stalling to drag out a contract. Someone stalling to release something. They're worried. Someone's stalling because they're worried. Worry is an attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that it will not come to pass. Attached to a particular outcome, a job, a person, an emotion, not allowing the emotions to stay in motion. Somebody's worried that they're not going to find better employment or person. Justice. All right, we've been on for 32 minutes. I love y'all. Aloha.